Ayoba. Guys, Kalera Vaile, but we back. We out here. It's a new month. It's October. October is Mental Awareness Month. So we're out here in this space to come share, proper energies. We get to raise vibrations as always. I go by the name of Kevi Mohoni, Keoagile, whatever you wanna call me, Kev Magic. And welcome back. We back on the Carve Daily Podcast. Kat, Changli, Kamban, Umnat.
Yeah, I'm good. Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to the Carve Daily Podcast. I am Selepe Maifadi, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should be apologizing for our absence, and at the same time, I can't promise that we won't do it again. Because like what KV just said, it's Mental Awareness Month, and we always make sure that we look out for ourselves and how we're feeling in those moments. And if it's just a time when it can't allow you to be here, then you don't force yourself to. So we hope you understood why we are away, and that you were still keeping good and still doing the most. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. You know that we are Carve Africa on all social media platforms. We appreciate your love and all the engagement that you give us every time when we happen to be on the space, so we hella grateful for that. Welcome to another Carve Monday. You know what it is. We take that so seriously on Carve. Like, Carve Monday is a real thing, because that's when we talk about the drops, people dropping new music, what's been happening. It's also Music Monday, New Music Monday. That hashtag has so much to do with a lot of things. And I don't know, Kev, what do you have? I know if it was up to you, you'd have a 3-hour show, but because you have so much to say, because there's so much that happened when we were away. But can we take it in sections? Can we fill people in study sections? Like, let's try. Let's not try to do all of it today.
Yeah, we're obviously not going to do all of it today. But in regards to... in regards to music drops, shout out to Kid X. He just Father Zen is out, dropped on Friday. The Cure, guys, the Cure, the intro for me. But I'm just gonna say shout out. It's the intro for me. Storytelling is very important. Meek Mill also dropped Expensive Pain. He says it's his best work. I don't think so. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Nah. Tanda. Our fave, Mama Now, has also dropped. I don't know if you listened.
Mama Now.
Oh, no, Now. I call her Mama Now because she's a mother now.
As in NAO, like now. Okay. She dropped a single, right? Or did she drop an album?
The album is out.
Well, I better listen.
Album is out.
Oh my God.
And I just you didn't get that.
Now so much.
Yeah.
I'm like,
now,
guitar or Mama Neo. I'm like, yeah, Mama Neo.
And actually, her name is Neo.
Livuzala now ke Neo. Langwana hai ke Neo.
No, her actual name is Neo.
No, and wait, is Now South African?
No, it's not South African. Apparently, in English, it has its own meaning. And when it has its own meaning, so I was like, is she? So she was, she was. Her mom is Jamaican, so she's obviously Jamaican. Grew up in the UK and all that. So she just dropped her new album. The name of the album is "And Then Life Was Beautiful." That name, guys. That name. And then life was beautiful. So yeah,
I cannot
and
wait.
Also. You better listen to it, please.
That's the first thing. Like I'm so excited. Like ke mo tsore her fetsa fela mo first thing e go etsang ko mo shapa ka mo di earphone ko re ke mtlwelle. Like I just love how she can, like, her voice. I love Now a lot. And I'm actually sad I didn't know all these things that you've mentioned about her. And I'm that weird fan. Do you know, like, people who are fans like that? I know you're like a dedicated fan who like researches the person, will know their middle name, their favorite color, which street they grew up in, all those type of things, né? But I'll just like love a person a whole lot and sometimes not really dig into like who they are or whatever, you know. But it's always good to know that, and I like that about you, and that's why I guess we hang out a lot, because I like hearing, you know, you just saying such things. To me, it's informative. I love hearing that. And I guess also just like in the moments that where someone gets the chance to like do that, you know, look into that person that you really love, just be more knowledgeable about that. Yeah. So I just wanted to, you know, but in any case, we're here on Carve Radio, and you can come and interact with us and get to hear all about it here. I mean, naking one of the World Book Encyclopedia with Nuna Ntona Gohin.
Yes, obvious case. You know,
from A to Z.
And those books, didn't understand. Yeah, like a rundu vite. Whoever buys rundu vite at the top, and like not go. Like I get you would have like your old school rundu vite, and then le had the game dining room, naltafole le. You know, that cupboard area thing, the book, those the copy the spoon where nobody mustn't just use.
Yeah,
they came out
20 something piece. Yeah.
I want it gold. Oh, okay. So, Tina's Kulegamnani, guys. No offense. I'm sorry.
What do you mean? Do you mean those things that I didn't go ahead? I feel like those things, I don't know what young, like yeah, like dining room, working, stand so yeah, Sagatamaya, but all those things that the set at a million, leading like Bona, so I know what the young thing. Even those books, we still have those books, but they are. My mom had like a stand, like a baby shelf that they would be on. So anything. And I mean, who this is before Google never any assignment. Yay, you must just go to that encyclopedias and or like any information that you need from there. And that was like such a great time because you know of the Google, right?
Definitely, because in a sense that like the way we're living, how things are so easily accessible currently, the fact that you had to go to an actual book, it was so heavy, and you got to research.
Yeah, we can say into your assignment. Like guessing you get a paragraph on the computer, on the internet, you copy it, you paste, you know, like and you print out like no humanite, they're having it easy, hey, to be honest. But you know why I'm also saying this? It also just reminds me of you know, that new thing that you have launched. I don't know if you want to tell the fellow carvers what you're busy and you're up to and what we should be following.
Well, should we speak about it now?
Okay, maybe let's not. Yeah, I don't know if you want to, but you have the page open. You've asked us to follow it, so why don't you let the Carvers know to also follow it, because we're talking about this nostalgic moment, and I feel like when you described it, you know, and where it comes from, it takes me back to a time of, you know, the encyclopedias and all of that. Don't you think? It's that same era, ne?
Yeah, it's that same era. It's that same era of the encyclopedia and all that. So I can't really call it my alter ego, because it's you know, it's a creative space. So it's called Park 6. Park 6 used to be a park. Go Unit 6, Mafikeng, Mabatu. We grew up there. I'm sure most of us grew up in the park, you know, playing soccer, whatsoever sport or games, go mizwinking, and we would have amazing conversations. We would have conversations about new music that dropped. We would have conversations about new games, fashion, and all these other things that were cool in the creative space or looked cool. You know, I would like to look like Chester from Yuzo, try the Gusheshe, and all these other things. So, you know, so Park 6 is obviously, as I said, it was a park in Unit 6, Mafikeng. So I called it Park 6 because of that. So also every Friday, we would go to youth after school, youth where we would play games, win diffuser, sweets, and we would hear the word, you know, Lamudimu, and we would be happy. It was like such a happy place, and the church was by the park as well, close to the park. So after we're done with youth, we go play soccer, we go have conversations and have fun. So Park 6 is a space for everyone to come have fun, to come collaborate if you want to collaborate. You know, Carve Africa is family. This is home for me. You know, I speak about Carve every day to people that don't even know, you know, Katlego, when I tell this is the person. Like, I share the page with people, and for the fact that, you know, Carve Africa, you know, has helped shape the mindset, you know, the mindset of creating beautiful spaces for creatives. So it's basically, you know, Carve Africa's little brother or little sister, but I define it as a hey, you know, because it gives birth to, you know, to creative moments. So if you're in a partner up with Carve, you know, with Park Africa, even with Park so you wanna, I'm like, okay, you know, if you wanna come through to the park, you know, the email is there, info.park6@gmail.com. If you wanna collaborate, six with the double
like,
X.
Yeah, it sounds like you're saying sex.
So it's info.park6@gmail.com. On social media is park6. That's Insta. On Twitter, it's park_6. And as I said, if you want to collaborate, send through an email. If you want to collaborate with Carve Africa and do dope things, we have an email. We have a whole platform for that. We have a whole website for that speaks about brand strategy and all that. So it's a home for creatives. So amazing. I don't know if that defines it. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So yes, we out here.
Yeah, I'm so glad you shared.
I'm so nervous about it. Like you know, because I'm such a passionate human being, like you said before. Yeah. And me, you know, pouring myself out to the world, especially as a creative, you have to be ready to be criticized. You have to be, you know, ready to face whatever demons that come with the space itself, but also there's beauty in this space. So you meet people on social media from different countries. They don't want to, you know, jump on the podcast, for instance. They don't want to know, why are you so cool? And you have to be authentic with that energy as well. Don't be twittering people and tell them and blah, blah, blah. Do you understand? So for me, Park 6, as well as, because I'm a commercial model, so I don't have a six-pack, yes, but I have a really dope sense of style.
Come on.
And you know, I'm that gent. So
yes.
So Kevin, commercial model, social media shandies, you know, we podcaster. Fine, I put the podcaster thingy on my bio.
Oh, have you already? Okay.
It's there. It's everywhere. So welcome to the park. We're out here.
Yay. Listen, we are going to be chilling at the park. We are definitely going to be my park shop or my park or parking. You know, and just be part of the collective, join the collective. I'm really excited for you. So yeah, I can't wait to see all the amazing things that you're going to be doing through that, and all the collaborative work we'll be doing there with Park 6 as well. Like, it's just going to be a vibe. and I'm so glad that you are allowing yourself to be. And I know how crazy it is. Like every single time you'll be on a platform like this and you're recording or you're having an interview or something, and you just, I know the feeling of thinking of the backlash that you could possibly get from a specific thing and the fear that that can create. What are people gonna think about me? Do I even think I have, the right to be speaking on this specific thing? And I'm glad that you wanna talk about, what makes you happy about your craft and who you are, and share your knowledge with people, and just like, yeah, you have so much potential of like having a big voice that people gravitate to. I mean, like I said, that the first time we met, that was like the first thing that stood out. This person just has that amazingness that you easily gravitate to. So I can't wait to see all my pack within the vibe, because surely it's gonna be a whole lot of amazing people that are just really down for conversation and realness. And yeah, I really can't wait for that space to really kick off. So guys, do stay tuned. You heard him. He gave you all the socials and his email address for you to be part of Park 6. And if you want to collaborate and speak to it and be part of it, or get yourself some way in it, then do the right thing. Follow it on all the social media platforms. Keo, okay, let's jump into why we're here today. Nah, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's talk about the music. Okay, so you jumped in and you said we shouldn't listen to Meek Mill, and I'm just like, what's happened? I'm really happy about now.
I didn't say not. He said that's his best work.
And when
I'm
you
saying
don't agree?
No, I don't agree. Do you understand? But I love the rollout. Yeah, there's nice gems. There's nice gems. But what I love about this year in terms of the hip hop space is the rollout of the pre-hype material for these projects. Because the cover is a painting done by a very famous painter. I forgot the name. And the clip that I shared on social media before the album was dropped, when he announced that he's dropping music. And I also feel that he also added quite a lot of songs, because people but like double disky, people but like 20 songs and what and he just added music. So as much as we can speak of Meek, Expensive Pain, I love the cover though. The cover reminds me of Aries mixtape that he dropped this year. So Expensive Pain, it's such a, although when I'm listening to it, I don't feel expensive pain.
I see you KONKA.
I sing KONKA,
If a
but
chance.
I'll give it a chance. I'll obviously listen to it again, because I've done it twice, and I'll go in again just to have that feeling, because there's something about Meek Mill as well. You'll be like, nah, this is not the album. Because that's what I was doing a couple of weeks back. I was like, let me listen to Meek Mill. I was like, yo, this song, blah, 1942 in what? Why didn't I feel this song before? So that's always the case when it comes to music. But somebody who dropped a fire song with same time is Fagiano. No Regrets is such a nice song.
Okay. Yes.
No Regret is such a nice song, and he's also dropping a new single this coming Friday.
Why you calling it like that? I was just like, who are you talking about? I'm like,
hey, fake Arno. Yes, it's fake Arno. Yes, like, it's fake Arno. It's like I don't know. You've listened to Proverbs manuscript, I guess.
Yes.
Back in the day, so
yes.
he breaks it down like this. It's manuscript. That's the album title. Manuscript. You get it?
Okay.
Man was script.
Yes. Yeah.
And my manuscript.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Same with Steph London. She's a Stefflon Dawn. There's a hood that side whereby it's called Stefflon. And she's also a Dawn. Although it's Steph London.
Yeah, so I got to
So,
but then what does that have to do with fake? Transcribe that.
Yeah, I had it before we recorded the show, but it's gone. But yeah, it's fake.
Oh, really?
Ano.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
like to
I was
know.
like,
Once you figure out, let me know. Because I don't know if he, that's the reason why he did it or not. But I mean, he needs to jump onto the podcast. And he said when we are ready, he will be ready.
yeah. But the other crazy thing that happened yesterday, Stogie T and Nota fought. Like physical. Tlang, tlang, bam, bam. Kong, kong. So this Nota says
what's with that sound effect? I mean,
nearly wrestling. It was like, because if we believe what Nota said about the fight, that means physics is a myth or something like that. Do you understand?
Why
Because he said, Yena are otrapile Stogie T how this guy is still continuing on. But Stogie T released a proper statement, in regards to what happened. So apparently Nota came to their section and Yasoga.
Mustafa is serious.
Yasoga.
Like Emma, but to
yes. But Salaba Kuka Nota the bounce at Amukuka. And because I think Stogie was tired, was because Nota has been disrespecting Stogie, his family, his wife.
They're going to socialing.
Yeah, got his socialing, all these other podcasts he's been on. Like he's speaking about other things, like crazy things, because I get Stogie comes from a political affiliated family. And Nota just jumped in and is like, nah. So Stogie was like, nah, I get what I like Tuana. So guys, come on guys, we need facts. Things have to be factual out here. Because we're also speaking about this because it's something that's affecting our culture, the hip-hop side of things, the music, and we can't have such things trending, especially if we want to build a solid community of whereby if we have events, we want people to come through, have fun, perform, sell whatever brand clothing. That's the point of being in this industry. But if guys, don't be like that.
Like
yeah, I mean with the
same for what they would call the needy in the game of what he's saying in and then babang ba feel hore o tshala mollo,
no, there's points where whatever he speaks of is needed in terms of shifting the conversation and making people aware of what's happening. But also if you don't have solid facts, Stogie's family, they've been stealing money from the public side of things and all that. I mean, that's not cool. I want to have proof of that. It's the same as with the black coffee situation. Do you understand? So I don't want to just jump
literally
into it.
like I'm reading from Times Live where it says he apparently, this is like so hectic, he went on an IG live yesterday and said he's here to set the record straight. Stogie didn't even scratch him. He tried, but apparently Stogie was too slow, and that he made his fist hit the ground before he kissed and he said he bounced on his own belly, that he had to ride the bounce while holding him onto the floor, pinning him down to the floor. I mean,
and so
yeah, like
I don't know, like
he's going online to go talk about how he actually had the fight just because there was a video of him circulating showing the bouncers getting him out of the club.
I think that the other thing is, I mean, most people that lose fights, they tend to speak too much, but never mind. But look,
I mean, where would you go? I mean, I'm thinking you did a whole live just to tell people who
yeah, It's terrible. But Stogie apologized. He dropped a press release, apologized to his wife as well in regards to how he reacted. His family. He's a family man. He's a father. He's all that. So I hope they can hash everything out, because it's not a good look on both sides. Because they known in the industry. Nota has done amazing in the industry in terms of the numbers for Questa, Rap Life, and the work he has done. Stogie is an OG in the game. He's basically the reason why the game is like this currently. The competition, the brands, and everything, the conversation around the culture. So you both need it in the game, gents. Sort out everything that you need to sort out. So yeah.
Like, but the other Casper Shivali whenever again
yeah, I get a Casper's beef with AKA. How about it's a piece because AKA kissed the mom. And Casper yena ore haona because he doesn't believe that Nota Oshabile Stogie T. If you guys want to sort it out, there's a ring. They must just do that, and then people must go fight in the ring. Casper's thinking, man. I get it. He just got back from Tanzania. He was performing there with DJ somebody. But that was when he was in London, and he had the whole crowd sing for Ngwanagage in London. And he bought it was Tobega's birthday over the weekend. Regular Rolex.
Ke bona a ngwetse hore model ya teng ke eng go rutse ke sa tlhalana re o ra byang ka no ngwana batho ka se ditse tsa di Rolex no tswa go teng. We rileng the Lord for to me ha Maduma
le male akira na. Is it the same thing with Dr Malinga?
The
same one. Yeah, he went live and he spoke about Magwa. They used to be buddy, and during those days Pori was depressed, and he would indulge in what you call this purple drink that the industry kind of what you call it, never mind,
but
you know the drink lean, yes,
yeah.
So he used to drink lean, and he realized that it made him slow. If Marco is a dope producer, for him to be going through whatever that he's going through, he needs to stop with the drugs and the leans, and then he will see that there's more life outside there. And in regards to Dr. Malinga and him, it's based on them. This, like, Malinga feels disrespected by Pori, that Pori is not there for, he uses people, blah blah blah. But Pori was like, they must hash it out like men, they must speak of it. But Pitori, and he doesn't imagine Pitori. He produced via Orlando, and via Orlando basically made your career. And you come out on social media and speak certain things like this. So there's so much beef out here, guys. Unnecessary.
Mercury retrograde, it's here. Wow, that tongue twister in Betilo.
Hey,
Ewan, we how good well, Kande Avare, the Mercury retrograde is this specific one that's here. It's about healing, and I get where's the healing here? Because okay, but one thing I guess that we can consider about healing is that things need to fall apart first, like fully fall apart in order for like some kind of rebuilding to happen. So if you believe in Mercury retrograde, would you guys say this Nota and Maphorisa and all these other people thing is, part of that?
I do, because I'm sure you know this because we speak about it. Connecting with your inner energy and trying to make peace with everything that's in the present moment, because you're trying to build for tomorrow, you're trying to be better for tomorrow, is very important. So with this energy that's out here, it's like a cleansing process, because I can tell that Pori and Malinga, they will definitely make peace. Nota and Stogie, it's a bit shaky because it's still a brand new wound, but I see it happening that people will get to a point where let's stop with this, because the country is open. There's going to be more gigs, people are going to see each other at gigs, people are going to be booked together, and obviously event organizers do not want people throwing punches and flying kicks at the gigs. So as I said, the country is open. The energy is good currently in South Africa, despite everything that's happening that we see on social media. I feel like the energy is good. Pula inile, past couple of days, and since it now, we're in a very good, space currently. Creative spaces. I mean, I'm definitely am, and also you. I can, like, me and you, we good. So I do believe in all that. That's why you have to do the work.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm hearing everything that you're saying, but I was so shook when I heard that Kuli Robert was in politics. I'm saying was because apparently she has been suspended as the lifestyle editor of Sunday World, and because she joined the African Transformation Movement. But they also put out, like, Zondile Manyu put up a thing. Mzwanele Mai. Yeah. Yeah, Mzwanele Manyu. He put up a thing as well on his Twitter announcing that, they're letting her go as well. So I don't understand, like, where
because
was
of politics.
How did I not see all of this?
I think she's running for, like, Mukanselara, go somewhere in Pretoria. Am I right or wrong?
No, marbar ba mutlusitse.
Yeah, that's another. I'm sure she'd love to come express herself. I mean, wouldn't you want to hear?
I think she would. Plus, good from how no. Yeah, we should probably give her a call and see if she would be keen on jumping on and just clearing this up for me, because I am so confused. But yeah, I know she's very vocal. One thing I know about her is that she's vocal about what she believes in, and she's someone who's always been so bold at saying it, and like like and yeah, I think politics would suit her as a career. I just think I want to understand where she's going with it, what her vision is when it comes to politics. I think she deserves to be heard.
Well, if you want to jump into political conversations, are we going to do that?
No, not right now. No.
Platform? Not right now. It's safe.
No, that we'll leave it for the common room. Yes. There's a whole other show for that. And, but the common room will hit you soon.
Whereby people can speak more of going to KONKA. If you working a 9-to-5 guy, basic salary, you're not invited to KONKA. You're not supposed to go to KONKA. No, that's what is trending. So
yeah,
KONKA is such a, in pictures, like, it looks amazing. You know, there's always the Bentley, the Ferrari, the what parked outside. It's in Soweto, but it's hella expensive right there. I remember there was a clip Kilakau shared when he was going to KONKA. Kya KONKA, no. Kya pula di Puma, kya pula di Gucci. So basically, that's what's happening in KONKA. When you go to KONKA, it mustn't be basic things. Udichela, and you must be ready to swipe because 10,000 Hawaii. It's not gonna do anything for KONKA.
Oh, is that why people put up
the KONKA story?
A statement? Did you see where there was a statement that went out where these like salary and normal I can't do weekend that's almost South Africa, like you need inheritance type of money because the normal salary
it doesn't, eh?
Is that how hectic it is, guys?
You know, it's also, it is. I mean, I feel like we've been going through a whole lot of things, and now the country is open. People just want to have fun. You know, we just want to have fun without thinking of what's happening during the week. We just want to have that weekend and enjoy it. But also, it's also a great window of opportunity to, you know, create, you know, more streams of income, you know, to balance your lifestyle, because we live in a society or in a world where material runs everything. You know, as much as I'm not promoting the idea, but the idea is there. You know, it's what people live currently. When you go out, people just want to go have fun. People just want to, but there's places where you can go. You know, there's places where you can go, right? I can just spend 5 klippa or even less and still have a great time, especially if you are surrounded by, you know, people in your circle that understand the person that you are. It doesn't mean that you are forced to go spend a whole lot of money. Unless when you feel confident when you have money. But when you don't have money, you don't want to be seen or posted or anything. Until imagine you only rock up when it's month end. Next week I'll sell it.
Alena strata le melao ya sona. Kutlo ba re foka dropile President Astrata.
Yes, President Astrata. He dropped it. And there's a nice mix of Amapiano and Bacardi. And I feel like Bacardi is gonna run December. Like, that's how I see it. We're waiting for, as much as Tenyani is doing the rounds on TikTok and all that, but I feel like there's another smash Bacardi hit that's slowly and it's when Bacardi hits, he's gonna close the country again. Trust. But I love the cover though. I love the cover of President Astrata. It reminds me of that Nafuka cover ya Ricky Rick for the single, the sleeve. But also the cover ya Foka has the Union Building, Komarao, appear the general, you know, kana
President Astrata, expectant,
you know, suit and all that uniform.
Jesus
is President Astrata. Like, it's too much. Like, that's why the names and how creatives are just throwing things out there. You know, he just woke up and be like, you drop a President Astrata Friday. Bah. No rollout, no what, no airplay, no. It shows that the powers are shifting. You know, the powers are shifting. As much as radio, TV still it things, but the powers are shifting. But also shout out to Nasty C. He's on Domani's SKYDIVE album. So shout out to him. I feel like
I love Domani.
I feel like Domani is a better rapper than the father. I'm just gonna put it out there.
The father.
Come on,
People want to sing the brother. The father.
I feel like, like Domani is way better than T.I. But what T.I. is good in terms of dropping top charting hits. Like if Batla number one, it'll Shapa no, you go to T.I. You know, T.I. is good in that. So Domani is the new school artist, whereby they take, not saying that T.I.'s generation never took the craft seriously. Domani's generation, they take this, I think, to another crazy level in terms of how they roll out the projects and have podcast conversations and how they're so in depth. It's like how we had a conversation with Kirex the other day and how he was, you know, in the moment, and how it's not PR answers. It's not, you know, crazily structured for media to do whatsoever. Like they're giving like that authenticity. It's like we're back in the early 90s, late 80s again. You know, the culture is in that place again. So I feel like this show is becoming a 3-hour show, but what it do?
Yeah, Mpho Sebina has dropped a track, Too Late for Mama, basically the same one as Brenda Fassie, that was done by Chico Twala in 1989. Gallo Records did a collaboration with her for something called Gallo Remix Series. And, you know, this track was produced by Black Coffee. And what do you think of it? I mean, have you had a chance to listen to it? And what do you think of, like, you know, when people take a song that iconic and remix it?
Well, there's those remixes where you go like, no, don't do it, don't. But Mpho Sebina is she's so cultured in, you know, being African. You know, she's so rooted, you know, Botswana, and for the fact that they asked her to come and remix such a classic song. Brenda's version is more, could say, more spiritual, because it was released during the toughest times of our country. Our country was going through a transition. Our country was going through a whole lot of question marks, and to have somebody like Black Coffee to produce, be part of the team to work on such a hit song, a classic. But the only question is it going to have the same impact as Brenda's version? It's still new. We'll get to it. We'll hear the rollout and everything of it. And it's for me, it sounds modern. So I like it. I'd give it a young 6.5, 7. I'm sure that's a good score.
Out of 10.
Yeah, it's not a bad score. I think a 10. It is 6.5, 7.
Yeah, out of 10. Out of 10.
Yeah, give it a 6.5 to a 7. It's modern. It's you know, it's like it resonates with our generation going up.
I mean, I'm biased, so like I'm a fan of Mpho Sebina, so
yeah,
I'll definitely give her more than
I'm a huge
10.
fan. I have a crush on her.
Yeah?
She's my crush. I have a crush on Mpho Sebina, guys. Yeah. So when it comes to music, I have to be transparent. I'm sorry, I have to be transparent. But 7 is a good score, guys. 7 is a very good score. I mean, you guys don't chow Ubuntu for space when they give your videos 7 or 6.5. When you're just happy that you own Ubuntu for space. So Black Coffee, Mpho Sebina, you're on the Carve Daily Podcast. So you're gonna get criticism and you're gonna get shout outs. So we're giving a shout out. So we're giving them a shout out. Shout out to Gallo. They've been in the game for so many years. Mpho Sebina, I spoke so nicely about her being cultured and understanding the African sound and all that.
Yes, you did.
Black Coffee as well. So yes.
And shout out to Chico Twala, because he's the one who did the original So shout out to
Yes.
him for his mastery that he put on that song in 1989, because I mean, I think he's someone who would unpack this song even better than anyone else, because he was in
Yes.
that moment, and it's a good thing that he got to share the knowledge of this track by giving Black Coffee as well as Mpho Sebina the opportunity to do the most and give it justice. And it's always a good thing when you transfer history, especially of music, not only through books and whatever, but taking music to do that as well. It's such a powerful thing. I really appreciate what they're doing as in the concept of this kind of structure.
I'm sure he was like, get Black Coffee. You can remix, my brother. You can remix. You can remix. Twara. So the other thing that I saw before we closed it off, yeah, it's like let's just close it off. Let's just
please, like no.
Okay. Guys, this is us back. First Monday, October, mental awareness. Take care of yourselves, guys.
Please.
Let's have fun. The streets are open. Strata o'clock. Have fun responsibly. Stack the nyuku and be happy. Don't work too hard to burn out yourself. Work smart. So that's Kilamilo for tonight. Kilamilo.
Smart. Look at the way we were well, thank you so much to everyone who tuned in. We really appreciate you guys. Please do follow us, subscribe, click on those links, all those call to actions. I know we always have 1,000,001 of those, but we want to continue to create content that you are going to love. So the more you tell us about what you appreciate, what you would like to hear, what you would like to see on the platform, then it gives us joy to be able to do what we love, knowing that you care about it and you appreciate it too. So yes, as you already know, we are Carve Africa on all social media platforms. I'm Selepe Maifadi, and it's a good night from me, and that's how we wrap up today's Carve Monday.
Boo, 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 boo. And we out.
We are so out.